Hi everyone, and welcome to the 39th annual Vancouver Pride Parade. We are so excited to have such a wonderful day here in Vancouver. We are so excited to be your hosts once again here on Shaw TV. My name is Fiona Forbes.
I'm Angus Pratt.
And I'm Barb Snellgrove.
And I think we've got about 140 floats in today's parade. It is such a gorgeous day. How excited are you to be here, Angus?
I'm thrilled to be back here once again and with my lovely co-hosts. We're doing this for the 5th or 6th year in a row now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be especially exciting this year because they're going to be broadcast live and people can watch us from anywhere around the world.
I know, very exciting. And Barb, I know that Pride is such a busy time for you. How are you excited to enjoy the parade?
You know, after the 394th millionth Vancouver Pride Parade I've been involved in, I'm still so excited to see all the crowds and wait for the start of another incredible parade here in Vancouver.
As are we. So we are going to get things started. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back with our live coverage of the 39th annual Vancouver Pride Parade.
Stay with us.
Please stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear from the revving of their motorcycle engines, we are kicking off the 39th annual Vancouver Pride Parade with Dykes on Bikes.
Let's hear some noise, Vancouver.
Come on, you guys, cheer on the Vancouver chapter of Dykes on Bikes.
Let's get this parade started.
And as Fiona was attesting to, this, of course, traditionally kicks off the start of the Pride Parade. The Dykes on Bikes have over 22 chapters and affiliations throughout the world.
And let's give a big Vancouver Pride Parade welcome to Dykes on Bikes, kicking off this year's Vancouver Pride Parade.
Let's make some noise.
Let's hear you, Vancouver. Happy Pride, everybody. They make it look so simple.
I know, and they really get the crowd energized. Of course, everybody anticipating the start of the parade, but every year when the Dykes on Bikes do their thing, it really just gets the party officially started for the parade.
Yeah,
Certainly does.
It gets the buzz happening. You can feel the vibrations from the bikes. It gets everybody excited, and it's a great way to start off. Let's hear it for the Dykes on Bikes.
And as you can see, the crowds are really starting to gather en masse. And we haven't, of course, seen some of the other areas, but I've heard from people that Robson Street is packed. Of course, the Vancouver Pride Parade starts up Robson and works its way down to Denman and runs along Denman and then cuts down onto Pacific, ending at the Sunset Beach Festival site.
Now, I understand that there's a mix with the Dykes on Bikes this year. We've got the Vancouver Gay Riders joining them, I believe.
For the first time.
Yes, and so it's we got some men in there as well as the Dykes on Bikes. So there's a bit of a mix this year.
Showcasing a little gender fluidity.
Absolutely.
Gender parity.
And some great motorcycles. And just a little bit of a safety message to our crowd out here. If I could get everybody to stay off the parade route. We do have motorcycles. Ladies, that's a good example of not running across the parade route.
This is what you don't want to do. And for those of you who have your legs stretched out, and I can see a couple of you do, you might want to pull your legs in a little bit because we don't want anybody injured on today's amazing event.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if I could just ask you to stay off the parade route. We do have motorcycle riders who are very experienced, but running into the street is not a good. It's like I say it, and everybody runs into the street.
It's like you're inviting them, Fiona.
And of course, Dykes on Bikes, very colorful outfits today. I think I just saw someone dressed as a unicorn on one of the bikes as well. Great to see fabulous costumes, as we always do at Vancouver Pride.
Yes, a bit of leather, some butterfly wings, pride
Tutus.
flags, tutus.
Some people call that Tuesday night.
Uh-huh.
Oh, in Fiona's world.
And as Angus mentioned, we do have some folks joining in with the Dykes on Bikes from Trev Dealey Motorcycles. And this is wonderful to see the Vancouver Gay Riders joining in as well. And it is just a wonderful thing to kick off Vancouver's Pride Parade with Dykes on Bikes. And they're off.
They're off.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for
Looking
Dykes
lovely
on
today.
Bikes. but
Here for the
also-
Dykes on
And we
Bikes.
got a dog on bike as well on the back of
did.
that one. Happy Pride, darling.
Here we go. Here is the start of the 39th annual Vancouver Pride Parade, and I think Daft Punk just went by with
Yes.
a Dyke on Bike.
That comes under a don't do this at home kind of category. Or that.
Well, they're looking good here on the bikes.
They most certainly are. Lots of colorful costumes and outfits from the Vancouver Gay Riders.
You just can't go wrong with feather boas.
You can't.
They just zhuzh up everything.
Everybody needs a little
Happy
zhuzh.
Pride, sweetheart.
Happy
Thank you.
Pride.
Everybody giving a big thank you to Barb Snellgrove, as we do, for
Yes.
all the parts that you do in Vancouver Pride.
Looking good, guys.
Let's have a big round of applause for the Vancouver Gay Riders for entertaining us with a, come on, a big
Let's hear it
Vancouver scream.
For Trevor Dealey Motorcycles.
And that's how you ride a motorcycle. You just put it in the back of a truck, you save on gas,
Make
and
some
you
noise.
look good.
And here's the Knights of Malta within view.
Yes, a big warm Vancouver Pride welcome to the Knights of Malta. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for them.
And with that, you can see the crowds in behind them. We're officially well underway.
We certainly are. So once again, the Knights of Malta kicking things off here. They are celebrating their 37th year of raising money for charity and having tons of fun doing it. So we thank them for that.
Yes,
The Knights are offering their honor and values of kindness, caring, and community spirit. So we thank you for that to the Knights of Malta.
Yes, they've been walking in the parade and supporting events in Vancouver for decades.
Yes, an amazing group of individuals that do a lot within the community, raising funds for various LGBTQ causes.
And
Happy Pride, sweetheart.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride to the Knights of Malta.
We've got the Vancouver BC Dogwood chapter
Fabulous.
here, so they
Looking
are
good.
indeed looking fabulous.
All right.
There's a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. You're going to be singing that one all day long. Oh, leave, dear.
And
Now-
we do have some fabulous gowns coming up.
And of course, the Musqueam Indian Band.
Welcome.
Hello, my lovelies.
There we have Olive.
Hello.
Give us a wave. Happy Pride,
Olive Howe,
Olive.
and of course, Peekaboo North. Now that's getting
Happy
it
Pride,
started in
Peekaboo.
style. Peekaboo North, God, you're never boring, darling.
Looking
Never
good,
boring.
girl.
And Olive Howe, and of course,
Looking good.
the Musqueam Indian Band, here to welcome us all to traditional unceded territory of the Central Coast Salish people. The Musqueam Indian Band shows its community pride. Hoi hoi!
And they certainly are bringing some great energy as we get things started here for the 39th annual Vancouver Pride Parade. Let's hear it for the Musqueam Indian Band.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you very
those
much.
Beautiful buttons.
Give it up for the Musqueam Indian Band. Dancing to one of our classics.
It wouldn't be Pride without a little village, people.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't be Vancouver Pride without a little village.
Yes.
That's right.
Of course, we're referring to the Davie Village, which is one of the areas of town where a lot of our LGBTQ history is located.
Absolutely.
Where a lot of the residents live in the community, of course. And we've got some great dancers on the float here for the Musqueam Indian Band.
Happy Pride to all of you.
Happy Pride. And here we have the Greater Vancouver Nature Culture and Society embarking on their 40th year of service to the Two-Spirit community.
Happy Pride, my friends. I love you too, sweetheart. Happy Pride,
Happy
Terry.
Pride,
Happy
Terry.
Pride, everyone. Happy Pride.
And please welcome the recently adorned Legacy Princess number 40, the Sylvan Hummingbird, Desiree Knight Neelas Miyu, along with the many Two-Spirit elders. Give us a wave, Terry.
Shelley Vellante, ladies and gentlemen. Shelley's in the house.
Happy Pride.
Laurie McDonald, of course, one of the founders of the GVNCS. Chief Byron Longclaws. We'll let you have a listen to the Greater Vancouver Native Cultural Society. Hello, my friends.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride to the GVNCS, and coming up
Happy
next
Pride, Byron.
is We Love This Coast. We Love This Coast is a grassroots group of diverse, concerned citizens that believes we must do everything to stop the destruction of Mother Earth. Hear, hear. This group feels a strong connection to the Salish Sea to speak for its creatures that have no voice. They follow Indigenous First Nation leadership to protect the land and water. They want everyone to put love above all else for a better, unified, peaceful world. What a wonderful message. So please, to our crowd here, a huge loving welcome to We Love This Coast.
Put your hands together, everybody.
Give it up.
Niece Mew, you're looking fabulous, darling.
And we usually start off the Vancouver Pride celebrations with a Pride proclamation with representatives from the Aboriginal community and the Native community that set things off with us, some traditional song and prayer.
One last shot of the GVNCS, which is the Greater Vancouver Native Cultural Society.
And now you're looking at, of course, We Love This Coast. Welcome to We Love This Coast. Thank you for all you do to protect all the wonderful creatures here in the beautiful Salish Sea.
Absolutely.
Happy Pride to everybody from We Love This Coast, because we do love this coast.
I believe we have the Canadian Aboriginal AIDS Network coming up next, and I believe they're celebrating 20 years, the Canadian Aboriginal AIDS Network. This Indigenous organization advocates for Two-Spirit LGBTQ+, for proper care, treatment, and support of Indigenous people living with HIV/AIDS.
Let's give a big Vancouver Pride welcome to the Canadian Aboriginal AIDS Network. Welcome, everyone.
Yes.
Happy Pride.
Beautiful ceremonial garb.
Happy Pride.
Keeping up the dance, too.
Next, we have some Grand Marshals coming up here.
That's right. And, of course, introducing this year's 2017 Vancouver Pride Parade Grand Marshals, riding in the VPS official sponsors BMWs. First off, we have True Wilson and the Wilson family. When True Wilson was refused the right to attend school as a girl, her family filed a human rights complaint against the Catholic school and won. Since then, True has been an activist for transgendered rights and freedoms, a shining example of when a family supports their child. Go, mom and dad.
And we also have Carrie Serwetnik.
Hello,
Carrie
Carrie.
Serwetnik is a former Canadian national team soccer player and the first woman inducted into the Canadian Soccer Hall of Fame. She is the founder of the nonprofit organization Equal Play that provides opportunities for hundreds of girls to play soccer. She also runs a free kick soccer league for youth. And Fraser Doak is an honorary Grand Marshal this year.
Yes.
And he is...
Fraser was 54 when he passed away in March, but he wore many hats in his short life. His life was about caring for social justice, inequality, a long-term McLaren Housing Society program participant, a founder of Gray & Gray, and a volunteer with multiple LGBTQ organizations, and someone I'm proudly call friend. Fraser Doak, honorary posthumous Parade Grand Marshal.
Fraser was a great guy.
And this, of course, is the board of directors of the Vancouver Pride Society.
Let's have a big round of applause for the Vancouver Pride Society's board.
Give it up. Thank you very much for all that you do for
These
today.
are the people that made this all happen. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Co-chairs Michelle Fortin and Charmaine De Silva.
And here we have an entry that lots of people have been looking and waiting for.
Yes, we have the Vancouver Pride Society wants to give a huge Vancouver Pride welcome. I know there's lots of fans out there. To the cast of Sense8. I know I'm a huge fan of this Netflix original series, and Vancouver Pride is so excited to have them as a part of the festivities this year. So a big welcome to the cast of Sense8. And Sense8 is known for its strong, positive portrayals of characters who identify as LGBTQ, and it's a fantastic show to boot.
Give it up for the cast of Sense8 Vancouver.
And coming up now, we've got the City of Vancouver, and it looks like Mayor Gregor Robertson is leading the way here.
The Jim Diva Plaza came through the advisory committee, is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. The City of Vancouver has done incredible things, not to mention the Jim Diva Plaza, which came about from that, and of course, gender-neutral washrooms and sensitivity
For you in the
training.
City of Vancouver to have a presence here at the Vancouver Pride Parade.
Well, we're known around the world as being a city that is inclusive, that celebrates all cultures, all genders, all sexual preferences. We're a supportive city for each other. And it's important that we represent that we celebrate that, and we're vigilant, that we fight against homophobia and transphobia and discrimination and racism in everything that we do. And we celebrate.
We do, so a big round of applause. Thank you to the mayor and to the City of Vancouver for putting on Vancouver Pride Parade. Big round of applause to everybody out here because we are lucky to be living in the City of Vancouver. Thank you, Mayor Robertson. Thank you.
And the City of Vancouver has a great float coming up here. It's got the Van Proud logo on it. You can do hashtag Van Proud on Twitter.
And of course, we've got Councillor Tim Stevenson. And of course, the Reverend Gary Peterson, his husband. Hello, Gary. Hello, Tim.
Gary and Tim, happy Pride.
He is kind of rapping.
He is.
I like it.
He's got the
Go,
moves.
Tim, go.
He's got the beat
Oh,
happening.
yeah, hot man-on-man action.
He's got the moves like Jagger.
Marching with the City of Vancouver, we do have Parkport Pride coming up. A big Vancouver welcome to Vancouver Board of Parks and Recreation, and we do have a lot of beautiful parks here in the
Of
city.
course, the Story Bus, which is part of the Vancouver Public Library.
Yes.
Yes, give
Pride,
it up.
not prejudice. Let's hear for the Vancouver Public Library.
And of course, the Vancouver Pride contingent is made up of the City of Vancouver, Parks Board, Vancouver Public Library, Fire and Rescue Services, the Vancouver Police Department, and BC Ambulance, all of which are Van Proud.
Once again, a big happy Pride to the City of Vancouver.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everybody. If anybody needs an ambulance, now is the time.
Yes. Free ride to the festival site.
Hello, Brett. How you doing?
Hiding behind the ambulance.
His artwork, and I do mean artwork because he is a very acclaimed local artist,
Thank you for pulling up your sock.
so to speak.
Mr. Fraser.
Brett Ray Fraser, everybody, and his orchestra. And of course, the Super Soakers in the crowd are coming upon us.
Yes, here comes the Vancouver
The Vancouver
Fire Brigade.
firefighters, the VP of Vancouver Fire Department, thank you for all you do.
Now they're going to get us with those super soakers. Let's be ready to duck.
And just a moment to thank all the firefighters who have been working all over our province. Actually, a lot of volunteers from all over the world have been coming to fight the fires that have been devastating and creating a state of emergency in our province. So thank you to all the firefighters for all the hard work you do.
Let's hear for our firefighters.
And of course, for the first time, representatives of British Columbia's Consular Corps are here. We have diplomats representing the following countries: Australia, Brazil, Denmark, Mexico, France, Germany, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and the United States. All are here today representing their home countries and their support for LGBTI rights around the world. Give it up for them.
And I hear the sounds of my homeland calling.
McLaren.
McLaren Housing Society of BC is celebrating 30 years as Canada's longest-serving HIV housing provider. More than 300 individuals and families across Vancouver and the Lower Mainland benefit from McLaren Housing Society. They nominated Fraser Doak as posthumous Grand Marshal in recognition for his passion and support of the community. So a big Vancouver Pride welcome to the McLaren Housing Society. Happy Pride!
Happy Pride. Yes.
Happy Pride, McLaren House.
Fraser Doak was a big part of McLaren House.
And of course, now we have the DMS. The Dogwood Monica Society raises money. Hello, Tommy D. The Dogwood Monica Society raises money for local charities throughout the year. It is my alma mater from way back when. Emperor Tommy D and Empress Jane Smoker wish you all a happy Pride.
Pink.
Give it up for the Dogwood Monica Society that are handing out ice cream to everybody.
Peace, love, and ice cream is a fantastic
Who
motto.
doesn't love ice
Good.
cream? The Dogwood
love, and
Monica
ice cream.
Society.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Coming up next, we have Community, which is a non-profit organization that works to improve queer, trans, and two-spirit lives. Community provides a safe space when LGBTQ2S folks searching for the community. And they provide some great support for youth as well.
And now we are looking at the 411 Seniors Network, Harrow Park Center, and South Granville Senior Center. 411 Seniors Network and West End Seniors Network wish you a very happy and a safe Pride. So happy Pride to you.
Yes, to our LGBTQ plus seniors. Thanks for
Happy
coming up
Pride.
today. We do want to, of course, welcome Little Sisters Bookstore, which is a staple of Vancouver's LGBTQ community. The store co-founders, Bruce Smith with his late partner Jim Diva, first opened the doors to Little Sisters Books and Art Emporium in 1983. Since that time, Little Sisters has survived 35 years of challenges, from government harassment to 3 terrorist bombings. Give it up for Little Sisters Bookstore.
And next we have the Dr. Peter AIDS Foundation, founded by hometown hero Dr. Peter Jepson Young. The Dr. Peter Center provides compassionate HIV care to some of the most vulnerable in our community, dealing with mental illness, trauma, addiction, poverty, and homelessness. Let's hear it for the Dr. Peter Center, AIDS Foundation.
Thank you for all that you guys do.
There's our little ray of sunshine right there.
Looking.
God, she's gorgeous. That's a long time holding your arms up in the air like that.
Friends of Dorothy are here. So a big, warm Vancouver Pride welcome to the Friends of Dorothy. The Friends of Dorothy is a community-based program for LGBTQ2+ youth in Langley. They run a drop-in, completely youth-held, a safe and inclusive space for youth to connect. If you are a youth in Langley, please stop by for a warm welcome from the Friends of Dorothy.
And speaking of friends of the community who do so much here, I'm a saint of this organization, so I'm very proud to welcome them. The Vancouver Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. The Vancouver Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence
Happy Pride,
is an
Tico.
order of queer nuns. Happy Pride, my lovely. Happy Pride, the Reverend Mother Diversity Reigns.
Diversity reigns. Happy
Thank you,
Pride,
my sweet.
Diversity reigns. Mwah.
The
Happy
Sisters
Pride.
Beautiful.
The
Happy
sisters
Pride.
love to raise spirits while raising their skirts. Spreading their joy and legs while serving the community is what the sisters are all about. Give it up to the Vancouver Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
And next coming up, we have the Foundation of Hope And the Foundation of Hope provides financial assistance to Canadian charities that actively support LGBT plus refugees and newcomers. It has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to help resettle LGBT plus refugees from around the world, and they do the fabulous strut walk every year.
Yes, they do.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I see Cheryl in the car. Happy Pride, Cheryl.
I see a rainbow umbrella.
I see rainbows everywhere.
Oh, there's Cheryl.
There's Cheryl, yeah.
Cheryl is the one that we were talking about earlier who gave me my Hawaiian lace that I'm wearing.
yes,
So thank you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
Once again, we're going to give a big Vancouver Pride welcome to the Vancouver Aid Society, Canada's oldest aid service organization. Vancouver Aid Society provides quality health care and support to people affected with HIV and AIDS. And I see the lovely Carmen Ruiz-Laza up there.
Carmen TV, Dr.
Hello,
Brian
my
Chittick.
darling.
And May. Hello, May. How are you, my lovely?
And
Happy
May
Pride.
McQueen, their longest serving volunteer, is in the parade with us once again. So welcome, and hello to Rosario.
And now, of course, we have a forever proud contingent, the TD Bank.
Always a party float, isn't
Oh
it?
boy, is it ever. The TD support for Canada's LGBTQA community is in full force, as it always is here. The beautiful, she's going to be coming along again this year, Carlotta Girl as their mascot.
Good Lord.
Every week is Pride Week at the TD Bank. Carlotta Girl up on the float, as she always is, along with various studs and studettes in green.
Happy Pride, Carlotta Girl. Give us
Hello,
a
my
wave.
lovely. Love you guys.
Love you too. Work it, girl.
Carlotta Girl's outfit every year gets just a little more wild.
I think Carlotta Girl just played peekaboo with me with that outfit.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
pretty
be
much.
surprised.
Pretty much.
And if you want a photo op with her later, go down to the festival.
Ah. And once again, a big happy Pride to TD Bank, forever proud.
Big sponsors of prides across Canada. Very popular enter, we have PFLAG. And PFLAG, they're founded by parents to help understand and accept their children in their coming out process. And these families support their kids and give them hope for a better tomorrow. And we had a chance to speak with them a few weeks ago at their barbecue at the Junction. And it's amazing what these people have done to show love for all of their children.
Give it up for the parents and friends of lesbians and gays. And Colin McKenna with his Britney microphone.
Looking good. Great
Bob
job.
Snellgrove is the woman of the century after my mom.
I love Colin McKenna. It goes without saying, quite apparently.
Looking great. Let's
Hello,
hear it for
Tanner. Hello,
PFLAG.
everyone.
Thank you.
And now we have Parent Support Services of BC. Parent Support Services, a Society of BC is committed to supporting LGBTQ families and their rights. It works to protect the safety and well-being of children across the province. Thank you and welcome and happy Pride to Parent Support Services of British Columbia.
And now we have Positive Living BC, an organization I'm also affiliated with. Positive Living BC of Society of BC exists to enable persons living with HIV and AIDS to empower themselves. Of course, they have the Positive Living Walk, AIDS Walk, Thrive coming up in September. So give it up for Positive Living BC. Happy belated Joe.
Happy Pride, Joe.
I hope you survived your birthday yesterday, sunshine.
Joe turned 50 yesterday.
You never
And
know
next
what
we
to
have the
expect.
Rhinestone Phoenix Charity Foundation. And the Rhinestone Phoenix Charity Foundation does a lot of great charity work in this city. And they have the Mr. and Miss Gay Vancouver. Let's give a big hand for Mr. and Miss Gay Vancouver and past Mr. Gay Larry and Mr.
Hello,
current
John.
reigning John Taylor.
Oh my God, girl, you're still doing twirls?
Looking
You're
good.
almost done, sweetheart.
Never stop. Pinoy Pride Vancouver is marching for our LGBTQ siblings in the Philippines. So welcome to Pinoy Pride. They are
Hello,
pushing for the full passage of the anti-discrimination bill in the Philippine Congress. They stand against discrimination of the LGBTQ community everywhere. Welcome once again to Pinoy Pride.
Vancouver communities in solidarity with Cuba. Cuba says LGBTQ rights are human rights. Viva Pride, Viva Cuba! Viva Cuba!
Happy Pride!
And I believe we've got Freddie Mercury here, who's leading up the Global BC CKNW Rock 101 and Seafox float.
Absolutely, and Global BC, CKNW, Rock 101, and Seafox are all proud to support and be part of this year's Vancouver Pride Parade. Let's give it up for the group, Global BC, CKNW, Rock 101, and Seafox.
All right, big shout out to the baby guys over here. Pride 2017, let me hear you guys scream.
Happy Pride!
I see Sophie
There's
and
Soph-
Sonia up there.
There they are.
Dancing
Happy
away.
Pride!
That is one big pride flag to be waving all afternoon.
Looking good.
They look like they're having fun up there.
Absolutely.
So a big shout out to everybody from Global BC, CKNW, Rock 101, and to Seafox. Happy Pride. And now we have Starbucks coffee, and I'm going to tell you a little story because I was a little late this morning because I had to make my stop at Starbucks. And I went to the one in my neighborhood, and they said, "What are you doing here so early on a Sunday?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to work at the Pride Parade." My barista, the coffee was on her for supporting Pride, and I love that Starbucks always does support Pride in our community. So a big Vancouver Pride welcome to everybody from Starbucks. Starbucks has been involved in local efforts to bring people together and create positive change and get you caffeinated.
And here we have the Rainbow City Performing Arts. Rainbow City Performing Arts was founded to provide a safe, accepting space for LGBTQ+ musicians in Seattle's rich community music scene. Let's welcome our friends from Seattle, Vancouver. Big Vancouver welcome. Happy Pride to our friends from Seattle.
And now the Canadian Mental Health Association facilitates access to the resources people need to maintain and improve mental health. Their vision is mentally healthy people in a healthy society.
And of course, now we have Fido, which is a proud sponsor of the Vancouver Pride Parade. Show how you were proud at #GoGetProud.
And coming up next, we have Rogers Media Inc. It includes KISS Radio, which is a proud premier media sponsor of Vancouver Pride. Their slogan, Kiss Who You Want. #KissCam.
And now the Greater Vancouver Allied Athletics are joining us. Vancouver Allied Athletics are all jock, no itch. These are sports-minded, fun-loving gays, lesbians, and friends. Some of them just really like playing with balls. Who wrote this? Was that Fred? But a big ol' happy Pride to the Greater Vancouver Allied Athletics.
And a couple of dogs. We have dogs throughout the parade route. And our next parade contingent is coming up into view. Oh, look at these pink kilts. I want one. Fabulous.
They're either curlers or a cleanup crew, or both.
Or both. I swept with your boyfriend. That's a great shirt. And of course, coming up into view, we have the You Can Play project. You Can Play is ensuring equality, respect, and safety for all athletes, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. It challenges the culture of locker rooms by focusing only on an athlete's skills, work ethic, and competitive spirit. Spike, my man. Don't forget to check out the Vancouver Whitecaps Football Club. is having their Pride Night August 19th, so get your tickets to attend.
And speaking of soccer and football, Out for Kicks is up next. And here are some of our expert ball handlers, as they say.
Well then, isn't everybody at Pride?
Yes, and Out for Kicks is Vancouver's Vancouver-based soccer club with more than 240 members. Their mandate is to facilitate a safe, fun game of soccer. Let's hear it for Out for Kicks.
I think they're about to show us some tricks.
Kisses and hula hoops.
And they've got some fantastic dance moves as well.
Now we have synchronized ball handlers.
We do. Doing their thing. Happy Pride to Out for Kicks.
Let's make some noise for our soccer boys.
And they're throwing kisses,
I believe we have some soccer girls in there too.
right? And beautifully
fan it
done.
out, girlfriend. Fan it out.
Chew it off, kitty.
Work
Chew
it.
it off.